Disney's live action The Lion King is now out in theaters, and that begs the question, was it an unnecessary remake? Hey everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm Josh, this is Simply Cinema, and whether you call this a live action film, not a live action film, I feel it's more considered a photorealistic film, but I still sort of consider it one of the live action films because it's so close. Before we begin, make sure to comment down below your thoughts on this film if you watch it. This will be a non-spoiler review. Be sure to like this video and subscribe and follow me on some of my socials because I've really been starting those up, getting those prepared. And be sure to DM me because I'll be sure to conversate with you. Without further ado, let's begin. Disney's live action The Lion King plays out basically the same story as The Lion King from 1994, the animated version, but this time they put it into live action. They take the story of Mufasa having a son, Simba, that's going to eventually rule over the kingdom of everything that the light touches, but his evil uncle Scar wants revenge on both of them, wants the kingdom. With the help of all the hyenas of what they want as well, he's going to want to kill Mufasa and Simba so there's no king. Moving on to the positives, I was one of the people that really enjoyed the live action CGI animated sort of feel to it. You're not going to go into the movie expecting to get all the same type of vibes as the animation did back in 1994. On the technical side of things, this is a super well done movie. The amount of CGI and how animated it was looked so realistic, and what some people were disappointed about that I really still enjoy about the movie is that they made the animals act like animals. And what I mean by that is they actually do realistic animal things. They don't pile on top of each other to me. Though they kept pretty much the exact same storyline, sans a few scenes, a few different character moments, the safe direction they took with that and how they replayed the story still worked really well because they copied and pasted the story. For the most part, they did add the extra things in there, of course. But because of that, it still landed really well. I had all of the vibes that I was supposed to feel, all of the emotions I was supposed to feel. I cried a few times, I was joyous a few times, and I just felt all of the emotions that the first original movie brought me. Ironically enough, in my original Lion King review, I nitpicked about how some of the hyenas don't really get a sense of role. Like, they have their position in the story, but they don't get as much character moments. They gave the hyenas more story. They sort of gave more of a leader and a sense of direction of who all these characters were, with a leadership of Shenzi. Even though the runtime of this movie was longer than the original, it honestly didn't feel like it was too much longer. And it still played out well for me with those additional scenes, some not so much, but I just gotta conclude the positives by saying Simba was just too adorable in this movie. Moving on to the mixed elements, I just gotta bring up some of the newer added scenes and character moments were a little odd at times, especially with the Simba's tuft of hair. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. Also, Rafiki and his role in this movie seemed a little less important than it was in the original. He was set off to the side a little bit too much. Now, I really don't have anything too much wrong with this movie, so there's not really too much negatives I can point out, besides the fact that this Lion King movie pretty much copied the original. And though it had the extra scenes, it changed some different things, and it even improved my nitpick on the original. I still gotta say that some of the creative storytelling was left out. All of the animation was done with the CGI, and all of the music soundtrack was really good, but it took most of the things that were successful with the good one, and they played a very safe route at almost copying all of that into this one. It doesn't bring the movie down really too much for me, but it still takes away from the creative route. Overall, I'd have to rate it as simply 9.3 out of 10. But those were just my thoughts on this film, and I'd love to hear yours down in comments below. What did you think of this film? Make sure not to leave any spoilers for those that haven't watched it yet. And also be sure to like this video and subscribe. Check out some of these other videos up here on the screen. Follow me on my socials down in the description below. And I'll be back for more movie reviews, rankings, and more.